Welcome back to the Bible Book Breakdown series. Today we're stepping into 1 Kings, a book of wisdom, glory, pride, corruption, miracles, and mercy. If 1 Samuel and 2 Samuel showed how God builds a kingdom, 1 Kings shows how quickly that kingdom can rise, and how quickly it can collapse when the heart turns away from God. This book follows kings, prophets, heroes, villains, and the dramatic entrance of one of the boldest prophets in Scripture, Elijah. Let's walk through it together.
1 Kings opens with David old and nearing death. One of his sons, Adonijah, tries to steal the throne. But God already chose Solomon, and David confirms it. Before David dies, he gives Solomon one final instruction.
Walk in the ways of the Lord your God.
Solomon begins his reign with humility, obedience, and a genuine desire to follow God.
Solomon's wisdom.
In chapter 3, something incredible happens. God appears to Solomon in a dream and says,
"Ask what I shall give thee."
Solomon doesn't ask for riches, or victory, or long life. He says,
"Give your servant an understanding heart to judge your people."
God is pleased. He gives Solomon wisdom unlike anyone before or after, and then adds riches and honor on top of it. This leads to one of the most famous moments in the Bible, Solomon discerning the true mother of a child. The wisdom of God shines through him.
Building the temple.
For the next 7 years, Solomon builds one of the most breathtaking structures in human history, the Temple of the Lord. Gold everywhere, cedar beams, massive courtyards, days of worship and sacrifice. When the temple is dedicated, the glory of the Lord fills the room like a cloud, and everyone falls on their faces. It's the high point of Solomon's entire reign. Israel is strong, united, and blessed.
Solomon's downfall.
But then, everything begins to crack. Solomon starts collecting wives, hundreds of them, many from pagan nations. They bring their idols with them. Slowly, quietly, Solomon's heart shifts. The man who once prayed,
"I am but a child. Give me wisdom,"
now builds altars to foreign gods. 1 Kings 11 makes it painfully clear Solomon's heart was turned away. God tells him,
"Because you have done this, the kingdom will be torn from your son."
Just like that, the golden age is over.
The kingdom splits. Rehoboam and Jeroboam.
Solomon's son, Rehoboam, becomes king and immediately destroys everything. Instead of listening to wise elders, he listens to his friends. He treats the people harshly. The kingdom rises up in anger. Most of Israel breaks away, forming two nations. Israel, north, Judah, south. A united kingdom becomes divided overnight.
Jeroboam's golden calves.
Jeroboam, king of the north, fears people will leave him to worship in Jerusalem. So he creates 2 golden calves and tells Israel,
"Here are your gods."
This becomes a spiritual poison for generations.
A line of wicked kings.
The northern kingdom spirals into violence, idolatry, and chaos. King after king does what is evil in the sight of the Lord. In Judah, the southern kingdom, David's bloodline, continues a mix of good kings and bad kings. Darkness is spreading, but God never leaves his people without a voice.
The ministry of Elijah. Elijah appears.
In chapter 17, Elijah bursts onto the scene with fire, intensity, and courage. He walks into the court of King Ahab, one of the most wicked kings ever, and declares,
"There will be no rain except at my word."
Then God hides Elijah in the wilderness, feeds him miraculously using ravens. Later, he stays with a widow whose oil and flour never run out. When her son dies, Elijah prays, and God raises the boy to life. Elijah's ministry is filled with power from the start.
Mount Carmel, the showdown.
1 Kings 18 gives us one of the most dramatic moments in the entire Bible. Elijah challenges 450 prophets of Baal and 400 prophets of Asherah.
The God who answers by fire, he is God.
Baal's prophets scream, dance, cut themselves. Nothing happens. Then Elijah prays a simple prayer. Fire falls from heaven. The people fall on their faces and cry.
The Lord, he is God.
It's a moment of revival. It doesn't last long.
Elijah's depression.
After this victory, Jezebel threatens Elijah's life. He runs into the wilderness, exhausted, alone, overwhelmed. He even says,
Lord, take my life.
but God doesn't rebuke him. He feeds him. He lets him rest. And then God speaks to him. Not in the wind, not in the earthquake, not in the fire, but in a still, small voice. Elijah learns that God is not only in the miracles, he is in the quiet too.
Final conflicts.
The book closes with battles, betrayals, and the death of Ahab. Prophecies are fulfilled, judgment comes. And God prepares the way for the next major prophet to rise, Elisha, in 2 Kings.
1 Kings shows us how fragile faithfulness can be, and how faithful God remains even when his people fail. In our next video, we'll move into 2 Kings, where miracles multiply, kings rise and fall, and the story intensifies dramatically. Make sure to subscribe for the next Bible book breakdown. And let's keep walking through Scripture together.